diagram. Okay, so here we have an example. Okay, an example of two car diagrams that will require us to use two road rules. Okay, so here we have C, we have A and B on the first one. Okay, so there's no question here, but the question is simply this: which car goes first, which car goes second, and which car goes last? Okay, now the first road rule that we're going to use is give the right of way traffic approaching from your right, which means that C give the right of way to A give the right of way to B, and B has no car on its right, so it goes first. So B goes first. Now the second road rule that we're going to use is cars in the same road, they move at the same time, which means that as B is moving, C will take advantage. So first is B, then C, then last is A. Hope you've understood that. Now moving on road to the second car diagram. So it's B, A, C. Okay, by using the first road rule, which says give the right of way traffic approaching from your right. So B will give the right of way to A, and A give the right of way to C. So C definitely has no car on its right. So C will move and stop at the center. Why it is stopping? Because of this road rule which says do not turn right in front of oncoming traffic. Now you can see that we've already applied another road rule on top of the first road rule that we just applied. Okay, so car C here had the right of way, but it gave it to B because it cannot turn right in front of B. Okay, so B goes first. Now as soon as B goes, C can now turn right. C cannot turn right. Okay, so B goes first, C turns right, and the last car to go will be A. Now let's look at this car diagram. Remember, we are still using two road rules to answer complex car diagrams. So I believe that after the end of this lecture, you'll be able to answer any car diagram no matter how it comes. Okay, so which car goes first? Here we have these cars, car C, car A, and car B. The first road rule that we're going to use is give the right of way traffic approaching from your right. We can see that car C will give the right of way to car A, and car A will give the right of way to car B. So car B has no car on its right. Okay, so car B will move, but car B cannot turn right here. Car B is about to turn right in front of car A, and car B cannot turn right in front of oncoming traffic. That's another road rule. So already have two road rules. Okay, the first road rule we arrived at car B, but car B cannot turn right in front of oncoming traffic. So car B will give or forfeit its right of way to car C because of the second road rule, which says that car B cannot turn right in front of oncoming car C. So car B will give its right of way to car C. So car C will move first, then the second car to move has to be car B. So car C will move first, and soon after car C, car B will turn right, and the last car to go is to be car A. Okay, so the first car to go is car C, second B, the last is A. So that's the mindset I want to instill in you, to be able to tell which car goes first, which car goes second, and which car goes third. So you need to be able to understand these things and you need to be able to answer these questions correctly. Okay, now I want us to talk about minding stop or transverse lines. So what are stop or transverse lines? Here I have two car diagrams that are almost the same, right? So you can see that we have C here, we have B here, and we have A here. Same as this one, C, A, and B. Just that this one has stop lines. So we are going to look at this one first, and we will probably see that by reason of these stop lines being there, our answer is going to be different. Okay, so the question is always the same: which one goes first, which one goes second, which one goes last. Okay, now if you see a car that has a stop line, it means that it should stop. If you have a writing method, do make sure that you write that down. Okay, so now just by looking at this car diagram that does not have stop lines, let's try to figure out which one goes first. Okay, now we can see that by reason of road rule 1, which says give the right of way traffic approaching from your right, C give the right of way to A, and A give the right of way to B. Now B goes first. C will take advantage because it is in the same road and will turn right soon after car B. So B goes first, C goes second, and last will be A. So B goes first here. Okay, so here is it also the same that B goes first? However, on this car diagram, we can see that car B as well as car C are facing stop lines. So what do you do at a stop line? Now there is also another lecture that we have to watch on these stop lines where I'll dive deeper on them. Now you will find this on our 5 Zimbabwean traffic light signal lecture. Now do make sure that you watch this lecture, okay? So but just for the sake of knowing what they are, I said stop lines are as good as a stop sign. Okay, so you can see that car C and car B are facing stop lines. So what are they supposed to do when they are facing a stop sign? They should stop and give the right of way to traffic from all sides. Okay, so it definitely means that car C and car B should go last. So our answer there, which car goes first, is going to be car A. Remember, on the first car diagram, the first car to go was car B, but by reason of these stop lines, the first car to go has to be car A. Now we have established that car A goes first. Now which one goes second and which one goes third here on this car diagram? Now we can see that car C wants to turn right in front of car B. Now by the reason of that road rule, which says a car should not turn right in front of oncoming traffic, it means that car C should go last because it intends to turn right. Do you see that car C intends to go right? Now we have established that car A goes first because it has no stop line in front of it, so car A goes first. Car B goes second because car C wants to turn right in front of oncoming traffic. Now here we have a pair of another car diagrams which demonstrate the effect of a stop line. Okay, so the question says, which car has the right of way? I understand that most students do get confused because here we have what seems to appear as a major road here and a side road, because again, as you can see, car A is approaching into a major road. Now most students do apply what they normally see on the road, which is okay, but what I want you to understand is that now when it comes to theory, you don't just assume that this one is a major road and assume that cars in the major road have the right of way unless you are told by proper road signages. Okay, so what do I mean by that? Here we have two car diagrams. As you can see, now the car that seems to be on the side road here does not have a stop line, but here it has a stop line. Okay, now one point that I want to stress, and I want to stress this point very well, is that when it comes to theory, give the right of way to traffic that is approaching from your right, even if it is on the side road. Now I know that when it comes to practice, the things that are happening, the things that you see on the ground is that cars that are coming from a side road into a major road, always you have to give the right of way to traffic that is on the major road. Now what do I mean by that? You can see the car B is on the major road here and it's going straight, and you don't expect it to stop for car A because car A is coming from a minor road into a major road. However, the rule still remains. Now this one is on paper. This is not what you see happening in real life. Okay, now in real life you see that car A almost and always give the right of way to car B, even if car A is approaching from the right of car B. Why? Because car A is on a side road and it is entering into the main road. So you don't expect to see cars that are in the main road that are doing 140 kilometers per hour to be stopping for cars that are in the side road, and these cars want to merge into the major road. Okay, however, when it comes to theory, you don't assume that this is a major road. The road rule still remains. Give the right of way traffic approaching from your right. So here car B has to stop for car A because car A is just approaching from the right of car B, period. So looking at this road rule, which car has the right of way is car A, and car B has to stop. Now you may argue, is car B not in the major road? Now remember, you are using what you see in the road, what you see that is happening, what you see in reality, but that's not the case here. Here we are using theory and we are using road rules, and the road rule states that give the right of way traffic that is approaching from the right, and car A is simply approaching from the right of car B. Now, how can you be told that this one is a major road and this one is a side road? By the reason of this stop line. By the reason of this stop line, you can now know that this one is a major road and this one is a side road. Okay, so if you see it like this, it means that car B has the right of way and car A is stopped because of this stop line. If car A did not have this stop line, it would have the right of way. Now I hope I have stretched that point enough, and if you have any questions regarding this, do make sure that you hit me up on that WhatsApp number. Okay, just let me know if you have properly understood that so that I can explain that more. So just know that on paper, on theory, always give the right of way traffic approaching from your right. It does not matter if it is a side road or main road. That's not applied on paper. Okay, so the things that you see that are happening in the road, okay, is because of our normal reasoning. We have understood that cars that are in the main road should have the right of way, but on paper, just give the right of way traffic that is approaching from your right. If that car, like on the first car diagram, does not have a stop line in front of it, it's simply telling you that it has right of way and this car should stop. However, on road rule 2, you can see that car A has a stop line, so it's definitely telling you that no, this one is a main road and this one should always stop for cars that are in the main road. Okay, now on this slide I want us to talk about four-way stop intersection. Now four-way stop intersection, if you have never came across them, this is them. Okay, so we have 4 stop signs on every side of the road. You can see that every car that is coming from every direction has a stop sign. Okay, and you can also see that it also has stop lines. These are stop lines. Every car that is coming from every direction has a stop sign and also a stop line. Okay, so this is what we call a 4-way stop intersection. So what do you do at a 4-way intersection? Now write this down. Give the right of way to traffic which arrives at the intersection first. So it's simply first come, first go. First come, first go when you talk about 4-way stop intersection. Okay, basically first come, first go. How do you know that this car was the first car to come? You look at which car is closest to the stop line. So how do you do that? Okay, you can look at this, right? You can see that car C has already crossed the stop line. So car C probably was the first car to come. Car A is closer to the stop line than car B. So car A was the second. So car C was first, followed by car A, and car B was last. So at a 4-way stop intersection, car C goes first, car A goes second, and car B goes last at this one. Give the right of way to traffic which arrives at the intersection first. Okay, now I hope this one is clear. Okay, if you have any question, just make sure that you refer back to your notes. That statement should help you a lot. This one, give the right of way to traffic which arrives at the intersection first. Now I want us to look at solving Y-car diagram. Now Y-car diagram, I understand that they can be tricky because most people don't understand which car is at the right of which and how to know that this car is at the right of which. It's because they are looking at them wrongly. Okay, so what you need to know about Y-car diagram is that Y-car diagrams, you look at them from the perspectives of the drivers that are in the cars. Okay, so when you look at this Y diagram, if you look at them going upwards, you can see that car B is at the right of car A. Well, that's not it. You know, to look at Y diagrams, right? from the perspective where the cars are going. You can see that the cars are going in this direction. The cars are going downwards. So what I always tell my students is that when you see a wire diagram, imagine yourself standing in between the cars here, like where the cursor is. You're standing here and you're looking in the direction that the cars are going. So you're looking down. So imagine yourself standing there looking down. So which car is at your right? You can see that car A is at your right and car B is at your left. So car A definitely has the right of way. Okay, so that's what I always tell my students, and that's the best way to solve Y diagrams. So look at these cars downwards, right? They are going downwards. So where are the cars going? The cars are going downwards. So you look in the direction that the cars are going. Now, if you can turn this car diagram upside down in your mind, that will be very helpful. But remember, when you go to VID, you'll not be able to turn those computers when you're writing the exam. Okay, so you need to apply this trick that I told you. So remember, this is the trick that I always tell my students, which is to say, imagine yourself standing in between the cars and looking in the direction that the cars are going. Okay, so guys, we have come to the end of this course. Now more courses, we're going to be looking at the 5 traffic signs that we have, which are danger warning signs, regulatory signs, informative signs, traffic light signals, and carriageway markings. Be sure to watch that one. Be sure to go through that lecture. And we're also going to be looking at the 5 vehicle classes that we have in Zimbabwe, which is class 1 all the way to class 5. And we're also going to be looking at the correct robot light sequence, how to identify the correct robot light sequence, and how to calculate stopping distance, reaction distance, braking distance. Do make sure that you don't miss each and every one of those lectures. They are very important for you. Okay, now this one is an exercise that I want you to take. So just do this one. Okay, I expect an answer. So this is 1 and 2. Just type on WhatsApp 1 and 2. This is the answer. Okay, so do take a screenshot of this one. Okay, I want you to answer this one. So but before you do that, just know that we have what are called direction arrows. You see, there are lanes where you are only allowed to go in the direction that the direction arrows are pointing. You can see that car C, now this one is a hint. You can see that car C is going straight, yet the arrows are pointing to turn left only. So this one is definitely breaking the law here. If you have any questions regarding on any of the things that we just discussed about, just make sure that you hit me up on that WhatsApp number. Now, I have given you all the information that I need to answer each and every car diagram when you are answering the question that I'm going to give you. So thank you so much. I'll see you in the next lecture. Goodbye.